Hello, I'm Luke Hatfield. You join me and Shrewsbury Town reporter Lewis Cox. We're here at the Montgomery Waters Meadow. Lewis, Shrewsbury Town 0, Bristol Rovers 1.
Yep.
That feels like a game that got away from Town a little bit, which is a shame because they didn't deserve to lose that.
Yeah. It's a good game to watch, wasn't it? For for the neutral. Shame there's no neutrals here, obviously. Open game. We was just saying before we went on camera, could have been 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. Shrewsbury Town probably edged the game. They were the better side. Well, Sam Ricketts has said they dominated the game in terms of possession, 66% apparently. Had a lot more of the ball. Chances were even, but Town had slightly more and the better chances. The hard and cold outcome tonight is a 1-0 home defeat, which is a poor home defeat. The home record obviously not good so far this season. But in terms of, and Ricketts has said this, in terms of their attacking play, it's the best they've been this season, comfortably the most they've created. So yeah, we can cling to that as a positive. A new front three strikers, all worked well together. But it's still a galling home defeat, obviously, isn't it? To a Bristol Rovers side that shouldn't have any higher ambitions than Shrewsbury this season. Obviously, goal came early from a set piece, disappointing. I think 15th minute. Town did more than enough to equalise. Ricketts has spoke about a goal that was incorrectly chalked off for offside. Leon Clark, who then hit the post, just put another glorious chance just wide, didn't he? Second half, Zamburek has one cleared off the line. So many flashed across the goal. Ricketts is going crazy on the touchline, begging for a touch. And if you feel from tonight, obviously a lot of disappointed supporters out there, and a lot of negative reaction, which is totally understandable when you look at the results, I suppose. Not being able to build on Saturday, but in terms of Ricketts, he's going to think that his side couldn't have done much more tonight and try to take those positives from it.
Yeah, certainly, and there were positives to take. One real big negative though, another injury. And it's in a position where Shrewsbury Town are not well stocked. Yeah,
you couldn't make it up, could you? Obviously, it's well documented and well spoken about that. Obviously, no left back came in either of the transfer deadlines, and Scott Gorburn's the only one in the squad. He's had a great start to the season, Mr. Consistent. It's going to be a big ask for him to play every game, obviously. And Sam Ricketts says people are going to have to fill in that position. We don't have backup. I think he suggested to me yesterday that he did try and get another left back in, which is common sense really when you've only got one. But of course, Goulburn goes down 20 minutes in today with a rib injury. So it's not a muscle problem, at least. It's not easy. His muscles sort of giving up because of the schedule or whatever. It was an impact rib injury over on the far side. He's off at A&E tonight to get a scan on that. I mean, hopefully it's not cracked or broken, because they can be tricky, can't they, rib injuries, I think, to not in terms of long-term damage, but just in terms of coming back and obviously contact on it and stuff like that. And Josh Vella, midfielder, obviously had to fill in at left back with no replacement. And Vella did well. He's clearly not a left back, but he's filled in a right back for Bolton before. He actually had a decent game, Vella, to be fair to him, alongside another midfielder playing at right back in Scott High, which is a bit of a crazy situation, really. I mean, High has come on as a sub at right back and done well, and High did well tonight. A young kid, teenager playing out of position. He is superb, to be honest. But obviously, a lot of fans talking about how there are 4, I think, right backs in the squad. 3 are injured, and obviously Donald Love, who we'll get onto, is out of favour, which the manager confirmed tonight. 4 right backs, and it's a midfielder fitting in there, so you got half of the defence, unrecognised positions, and it's they both played well, the full backs. So it's not why they lost tonight, but perhaps the change in and players playing out of position areas maybe conducive to a couple of tough defeats, and just not being able to get a recognised back 4 out, consistently. But I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you? You obviously want nothing to happen to Goulburn where you got no replacement in, and hopefully he's not out for too long. I mean, probably 2 or 3 weeks, best case scenario, I would have thought.
Yeah, fingers crossed it's not serious. Positives though, I thought Dan Udo looked very good. Zamburek wasn't the best previously over the weekend, but he recovered really well. I thought he was good today, and I thought there were good performances across that side. It was just a shame that they could not find that leveller.
The front three is worth touching on. It really is. Jason Cummings, Leon Clark, and Dan Udo. First time those front three have played together. It was different today. Obviously, Barnett's played recent weeks. These are three centre forwards, goal scorers, where they've been previously, and they've scored goals for Town. Obviously, Clark got his first on Saturday, the winner at Wimbledon. But these three are centre forwards, and they played as a narrow front three tonight.
Yeah.
And it really worked. It was immediately, almost from the very off, when Cummings shot over from distance, immediately quite obvious that it was working well. Udo really coming in with Cummings and in a real creative spark, buzzing around, lovely little through balls. Obviously Clark, I think Udo or Cummings put away Clark for the finish that he put away. It was incorrectly ruled out. Apparently he was 2 yards onside, Ricketts says. A couple of other lovely little through balls from Udo. Clark's put one wide where he probably should have scored. Obviously the one at the back post, that's the header that's come off the post. I mean, you can't do much more. He probably should have scored that header, to be honest, as well. Clark will be disappointed tonight. But the front three as a whole, I mean, it's the first time they've played together, but we're taking it from tonight. They did very well. You see a lot of football across the levels, and you would agree that that looks like a dangerous and potentially prolific front three that created a lot. The team created a lot. I thought the midfield lads played pretty well as well. Like you say, Zamburek did well coming on. Norburn, Walker did a good job as the sixth, sort of dictating, and Norburn was busy trying to drive and make things happen. And they created a lot. I can't really believe that outscored, to be honest, today. Thinking back to all those that flew across the goal, and Ricketts was doing it, and as we say down there, people sliding in just to get that final touch. But the long and short is that they lost, and it's a disappointing result, and that's why fans are unhappy tonight. Obviously they got a great win, didn't they? Sort of in the last minute at Wimbledon, and you would hope that it was a bit of a catalyst, a bit of because they didn't play well at Wimbledon. They put that right in terms of the performance tonight, but got nothing for it. And Rochdale come here on Saturday, don't they? Who are second bottom, had a pretty dreadful start to the season by all accounts. And it feels like a big game for Town to bring the performance from tonight, and it should be enough on Saturday. It really should. Bristol Rovers are a better team than Rochdale, but that's asking for that consistency, repeating that good performance, and we haven't seen that consistency enough. But like I say, Ricketts says this is, in terms of an attacking performance, the best he's seen, so he'll be wanting more of the same, and I hope it's that front three that stay, and can hopefully cause some more damage on Saturday, and this time put the chances away. That's all we can hope for.
It is, right. Big old game for Shrewsbury this weekend then.
Yeah.
You know where to go for all the post-match action, shropshirestars.com.